Awesome. We are live, not in Mars, but Vegas Health. Super excited. We got Suzy, co-host. We got Alyssa, chief senior physician, medical expert. Everything. We got every title in the world. Yeah, and we got Alex. Awesome. I'm so excited.
Thank you, Michael.
And so what are we going to talk about today?
I want to know what you're doing at Health. Why are you here?
I am here mostly for the people. As we were talking about, for me, it's not about the talks. It's not even about the booths, but this is like a reunion. Yeah. It's both a reunion and an opportunity to like make new friends.
Yeah.
Right?
And I'm going to interrupt. Are you going to be a vibe? Because I'm already missing you.
Yes.
So can we reunion at vibe in Nashville?
Absolutely.
We're going to have the theme of like Alex next. So you know.
Yeah.
So what was amazing was like this morning, I woke up and I went to the gym and it was completely packed, right? It felt like the conference had already started at 6 a.m. and everybody there it wasn't just working out. People were already, like I saw probably 3 or 4 friends there at the gym I had not seen in years. And one of those, I'm going to call out my friend Nick Assad. He was there. He's actually the reason that I am here in like outside of clinical practice, because he was a sales guy for a telemedicine company and he came knocking on our door in our practice 15 years ago, and that led to something that brought me to where I am today.
That's so crazy.
Right?
I love that.
And I hear that story and I think of what I read on LinkedIn about you work out better when you're in a social environment, right? Didn't you post that?
Yes.
I mean, the dots are just amazing.
Yeah,
What's
you
your
think
story?
better? Oh, I mean, my story is similar to your story that, physician trying to break out and do other really cool things. But, we actually ran into each other on the plane once. And I think a lot of people start their health conference on the plane coming here. At least my plane was like people coming here.
Right.
So, but I do appreciate the old school water cooler conversations, and I think people do miss seeing each other.
Yeah.
So,
I think with COVID, so many of us are working from home or not working together in an office, and I know I crave the in-person connection. And it's not just for the business conversations, right? But also the social engagement, right? The fun. Yeah. And I know some people criticize this conference for actually being like fun, but I think that's what's awesome about it.
Wow, I cannot believe that that's a criticism to us. I'm like dumbfounded.
It's true. And when I saw
like, why are you wasting your time? And you're just going there to drink. No, the relationships are what lubricates the business.
Yes.
And that's why people play pickleball too. I did pickleball. I would have never thought in a million years I'd be hitting a like 26-hole wiffle ball, whatever looking thing. But it's the social need that we have, and you get a workout.
But it's so true. And Alex and I were chatting the other day, and I was like, oh, my schedule tomorrow is crazy. I've got meetings and panels and podcasts. And he literally was like, you need to have more fun. And I was like, oh my God, you're right. Yeah. Like, this conference is fun. Like, I need to have more fun. So I appreciate that. It resonated. And I was like, well, you're right.
If you leave here with one thing, what do you hope it will be? So what's other than the networking side of things, is there something that you're hoping to go home with, a new deal or a new startup that you found or a new relationship with an investor?
Well, that always happens. But like the most important thing for me is to like reconnect with the old friends, right? Some of them I haven't seen in many years, and then make some new friends, because every one of those points opens up 10, 20 new connections and opportunities in the future. Yeah.
Are we friends, Alex?
Yes, Michael. Awesome. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about you, Alex, because I don't really know what you do. Other than the fact that you're an MD.
Yeah, so I have DeckDrop, which is an AI co-pilot for venture capital investors.
Okay, cool.
AsktheHive, which is how I know Alyssa. So we build software for medical associations to drive business and growth opportunities to their members. And then I'm also licensed in all 50 states. So I'm the PC owner for quite a few of the kind of telehealth and digital health companies out there.
I'm going to ask you a question about that. So we're talking about the in-person interactions, and they're really important. And we're ER docs.
Yeah.
And now you do telehealth.
Yeah.
So tell me how that's changed the dynamic of your interactions, because I'm not at all dissing telehealth, because I think it does bring more access to care, right? And I'm all for that. Yep. So I won't ever say we shouldn't do it. But then there's something missing when you're not seeing someone face to face. So tell me about that.
Yeah. So I think it's not an or. Anyone who says sees it as an or instead of an and is missing the whole point, right?
Yeah.
As an ER doctor, my closest friends and family all reach out to me for their medical care. You know how they reach out to me? Via text message.
Yeah.
So I can take care of my own family that way, right? And like, I'm not dumb. If they say, okay, I'm having such and such symptom, I'm not dumb. I'll say, okay, well, that needs in person, right? So we can filter that, right? It's an and, it's not an or.
No, I agree. But you know, there also is something when you're like sitting with somebody that just like adds into the relationship.
Of course.
And it is different for us in the ER because how much of a relationship do you have with that person after that interaction? I think it's more of a challenge potentially in the primary care world where people like to see each other, but they can't always get to that place, right?
I also think consumers kind of are driving this. They want that on-demand service. They want to see somebody right away. They don't want to wait 6 months to get it. I always tell the story when my son was younger and he needed to go see a dermatologist. I'm like, oh, I just called them. It's going to take you 3 months to get in. And then you have to get a referral to the dermatologist after that. And 5 minutes later, he comes down with his iPhone and says, here, I found an app. They can see me today. And for a small amount of money, I think it was $35, he saw a doctor and had a prescription waiting for him by the end of the day. But, you know, these younger generations that have grown up with, I need to see somebody now. Everything is on demand now. We're in an on-demand world. So you almost need these things to meet the demands of the younger generation.
And ideally, you combine both, right? So you have the in-person and then you have like a text-based follow-up.
Which I love. There's so much irony for me. So my dad's a physician, and when I grew up, he used to do house calls. And then there was a period of time when I went into medicine, like you would never think of going to someone's house. Like, why would you do that? And now fast forward 20 years later, and we have concierge medicine, which was like what my dad did old school, not for a premium for sure. Now it's a luxury, you know? So it's just interesting to see. And I think it will be some hybrid combination because people do want it now. And I think they do want to see someone, but they do need their care and their referral. So it's just interesting.
And what we're seeing here at Health now is, so you have the in-person, you have the remote with the physician, but now you also have the AI. Right? So that's a third layer that's being added on. And again, I think it's all, anybody says or no, it's additive. It's additive.
You add in the med tech and the wearables and the technology to that. And,
Well, Alex, it's awesome to have you here. I don't want it to end. Is there any one little thing else that we can just get out there in the universe in this conversation?
I mean, just reach out to me on LinkedIn. You know, I'm easy to find, and I love having conversations with other builders and founders.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Awesome.
So good to see you. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you. Now that you grabbed my butt.